Hello everyone, it's me, Traveler Lily, here back with another video here on my channel. I know it's been a while since I've uploaded anything and stuff, and I know I said I was going to upload frequently and try to, do videos every, a few days or so, but as you may notice, that's not happening. It's because, just school and all that, and me just procrastinating and putting off, the videos and all that kind of doesn't help. And on top of that, I had personal issues, which I won't get into due to, like I said, the personal, and I'm not going to talk about it or anything, and stuff yet that also went on in my life, so I just hadn't been able to record, because, yeah, it's just been a really interesting time that's been going on. So, anyway, I'm here back with another video. It's a book haul. Since last time you guys saw me, I've gotten a ton more books. I've gotten more books, this time around than last time. I've gotten at least about, I would say, 28 books in total this month. Not this month, but last month in November. That's what I'm trying to say. Because once you see this video, it's obviously gonna be December by now, because it's December 2nd day. So, and I never did a book haul for last month. I was gonna do a book haul yesterday, or Thursday, to show off all the books, but decided not to, because I had school Thursday, and then I, of course, put it off and just needed a time to de-stress from all what's been going on, and stuff, and, especially with finals, coming up, everyone's, studying and getting ready for finals, so, yeah, guess this intro is pretty long, so I guess if you are still here and are still following along with me by this point in the video, then I applaud you for sticking around this long after almost 3 minutes now of me rambling on about my personal issues. So yeah, thanks for sticking around, guys, for a really long intro. I'm sure you guys want to see the books, so I guess I'll get right into it. I have the books on my second bookshelf, which is right next to my desk here, which you can't see, but they're right here on my second bookshelf. So if you see me pull over and get another book, and stuff to explain all the books I got, then that's why. So let's get on to it. I've held up this video long enough. Let's get on to it. Here is book number 1, Little Women. This is the illustrated version of Little Women. It basically, most of you, probably, if you live in the U.S., have heard of Little Women, which, if you guys weren't aware, in other countries outside the U.S., this is a classic, featuring 4 sisters living, I believe, in the Civil War, or, the First World War, somewhere around there, I believe. No, actually, no, I think I remember now. It's the Civil War, not the World War One. But yeah, I had to get a copy of it for myself, because I had watched the movie of Little Women, but never read the book Little Women. I just wanted to read the book Little Women, just to see the differences and, see what my opinion on the book was. So yeah, that is Little Women. The next one is The Girl Who Played with Fire by Stieg Larsson. It is the second book in the Girl with the Dragon Tattoo series. Excuse me. I don't know too much about this, because I'd never seen the movies, let alone read the first book. I do know it's about a girl who I think has a dragon tattoo, and I don't know, people after. I don't know. I haven't really seen the movies at all. So I don't really know what they're about. Because when my family would watch the movies and everything, I was still pretty young, not being able to watch them yet because I wasn't like 17 years old yet at that point to even watch the Girl with the Dragon Tattoo movies yet, because obviously they would be too scary, obviously for a young child, so I wasn't able to watch any of them, and I still, even at 20 years old, have not yet gotten around to watching them. So I hope to watch them maybe soon. Who knows if I will ever, be interested enough to watch them. But we'll see. So yeah. That's basically the second book I showed you guys. The next one is Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell, which I'm sure a lot of you guys know what Fangirl is about, and basically have probably read it by this point. I had done a review for Eleanor and Park here on my channel, by Rainbow Rowell as well. Like I did that book, and I enjoyed it very much. And so when I saw Fangirl at the book sale, where I got most of these books from, and I saw this copy of Fangirl, I had to get it for myself just to read it. To be honest, originally I was going to get Fangirl and was never ever going to get Eleanor and Park. I don't know why. Like, I don't know, I had this weird obsession to get Fangirl, never get Eleanor and Park, because I just thought, for whatever reason, I would be more interested in Fangirl than Eleanor and Park. And I couldn't get Fangirl anywhere up until now, and this is like a few months after I got Eleanor and Park. And after I got Eleanor and Park, because I was like, okay, I'm just going to get Eleanor and Park just to see, what's it about, and, just get a sense for Rainbow Rowell's writing style. And so I never imagined after I read Eleanor and Park that I would extremely enjoy it, let alone be like giving it 5 out of 5 stars for how good it is for a young adult novel, because I know there's a lot of flaws in young adult novels and series and all that. So, yeah, had to get Fangirl because I'd heard so much hype about Fangirl, and this is one of the 2 books, other than Carry On, also by Rainbow Rowell, which gets a lot of praise by people here on BookTube and all that, because I see a lot of like videos of people praising Fangirl and like Carry On and all that, and how good they are. But yeah, at the same time, I don't really hear anyone talk about Eleanor and Park that I've come across, and how good it is and stuff, and how Eleanor and Park deals with like depression and abusive family and all that, which I talk about in the book review for Eleanor and Park. And so, yeah, overall, I just wish people talk about Eleanor and Park a little bit more than it deserves, just share the spotlight on other books, please, guys. Come on, every book deserves love. Anyway, next book, I'm sure a lot of you guys, I was going to say people, a lot of you guys out there have heard about John Green's new novel, and its Turtles All the Way Down, which I'm sure a lot of you guys at this point have read, and probably seen a lot of maybe book reviews for, or just heard about in general. And so, I finally got the book, and this is one of the books that I gotten at my bookstore at school, because they were selling them there, so I got this one there and stuff. I was really interested in it because I heard it was like a mystery novel sort, I guess. Hang on, let me see. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I don't really know too much about this book, really, because I hadn't really seen a lot of, people talking about it and stuff, so I can't wait to see what it's about. I kind of already started it a little, just haven't gotten around to finishing it, because I have a lot of books that need to be read and finished. I still have not finished yet, and so yeah, that is Trolls All the Way Down by John Green. So, yeah. Next book is Little House in the Big Woods by Laura Ingalls Wilder. I do have a copy of this already, but the copy that I had before I got this one right here, was the cover and stuff was pretty old and all that, and the cover had torn off and stuff, and it was not really in a good condition to even be read, so you couldn't look at the cover because, like I said, the cover had torn off accidentally when I was reorganizing my bookshelves one time, so I had to get a copy of this at the book sale when I saw it. So yeah, for those of you who haven't heard of the Little House books by Laura Ingalls Wilder, it's a middle grade. I believe they're classified as middle grade, but people from all different ages read them, obviously, and still read them today, And the books, there are 9 books in total in the Little House books, and in the Little House series, I meant to say, not books, but there's 9 books in the series by Laura Ingalls Wilder, and these books are following the life of Laura Ingalls Wilder of when she was a child up until her years of when she got married to Almanzo Wilder and had a daughter named Rose Wilder Lynn. And some of it they kind of like recreated to make it suitable for children, because that's the way she intended it for the series, because a lot of stuff back in the Pioneer days, because this is where the books take places in Pioneer days, might have been a little too, I guess, adult, mature adult content or whatever I'm trying to say there, and stuff graphic, that's what I'm trying to say, graphic, for children, so her and her daughter Rose had to, rework some stuff to make it suitable for, children, but she did write a book called Pioneer Girl, which I believe, I can't remember if it's geared towards children or if it's geared towards adults. I can't remember. It's been a while. I think I remember hearing that. I don't know. Don't quote me on it. But anyway, yeah, this is the first book in the series. If you want to check it out, I have books 1, 2, and then 6 and 8 out of the series. I don't have all the books, but I want to get all the books because I have read books 1 and 2, and I've kind of read Little Town on the Prairie, and I've read these Happy Golden Years a bit as well. So I really want to go and read the rest of those 2 books, and then all the other books that are on the series as well. So I hope to get to that. So yeah, that is Little House in the Big Woods by Laura Ingalls Wilder. I would definitely recommend this to read to your children, your cousin, your young cousin, your cousin is little, or, just someone that who might be young enough, to be able to, listen in on this book, read whatever, young children. If you know any young children that, might enjoy it, then go ahead. I'd also recommend reading Little Women as well, probably when they're in middle school, maybe, as well, if they're into that, but, yeah. That's basically all I have to say about that, before I ramble on about, nothing again, but next book, is Faith Bass Darling's Last Guard Sale by Lydia Rutledge. Yeah, I found this at the book sale as well. And it's basically about this rich lady who has one more garage sale, and she sells all her things, and I don't know, I don't really know too much about it other than that, and obviously about the title itself. So yeah, I can't wait to read it. I just love the cover and how it's literally just a sprawling field, and it has like a couch, and it has like an ashtray, and then a clock, and then a dresser, and a chandelier to it. I just love that so much, and I just feel like it's so fitting too, considering I guess what's it about. But yeah. Anyway, next one I have here, coming up on my shelf, is P.S. I Still Love You by Jenny Han. It is the second book in To All the Boys I Loved Before trilogy. I have read most of the first book already, so I know what it's mostly about, and stuff like that, so I kind of already know what it's about, so I kind of get the idea of what the second book is probably going to be about a little bit as well. Basically, the second book, P.S. I Still Love You by Jenny Han, takes place, what happens after the first book, To All the Boys I Loved Before. And if you don't know what happens in the first book, basically what happens is that Laura Jean had written love letters to 5 different boys who she had different crushes on, and she kept them in a hat box hidden in her room until one day it goes missing, and all the letters are mailed out and sent out to the 5 boys who she has crush on. And so from there, it kind of, spirals her life out of control, and from there, it just takes off. So yeah, that's basically what the summary of what I can give you about without spoiling anything too much. So yeah, I know there's a third book, like I said, Always and Forever Laura Jean. I know that's the final book in the trilogy, but like I said, I've read most of To All the Boys I Loved Before, and I've yet to read this book as well, so I don't know what happens there in the third book yet until I get to it. So yeah, if I ever get to it, So anyway, that's all I have to say about that one. On to the next book. Sorry I keep reaching out into the side of my camera here and stuff, because I have to get the books from, like I said, the bookshelf and all that, so yeah, because that's the only spot, that's like the only spot I can put all these books without having to bend over or something. But yeah, the next book is In Sunlight and in Shadow by Mark Helper, I'm not sure how you would pronounce it. Yeah, this is the next book. I don't really know anything about this book, at all. Like, let me see. Yeah, I don't really know too much. Oh, the desk jacket came off. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I don't know really anything about this book, other than it looks like it takes place in a city, and it's in between sunset and, and sunrise or whatever, and it looks like it takes place, some point at night, some point in the day, I don't know, either way. Can't wait to read it, so yeah. Can't wait to see what it's about. Next one, is Night Film by Marissa Paracel. I believe this was in a box, like a owl crate box or whatever, like a couple months ago, whatever, I think. But yeah, because I think I remember seeing Night Film in a couple people's videos while they were doing an unboxing and stuff on YouTube, and I think this is the book that was featured in one of the unboxings for that month's unboxing, but not too sure. I don't know. I mean, you guys quote me on that if you do unboxings, and stuff on your channel, if you just, get those boxes in general, just to, enjoy the stuff inside, whatever, but, I know a lot of people are probably thinking, oh yeah, I should probably do unboxing. I mean, at some point, maybe I'll do unboxing, who knows. I don't know, I've seen a lot of people do that, where they do unboxings of books, and do book of the month, and all that, along with the unboxing, and stuff, I don't know. I mean, maybe one day I'll do that, if I change my mind, and stuff, about doing that, but, we'll see. Yeah, so Night Film. I started this, and I'm enjoying it so far. Basically what happens, without giving too much away, is that a detective who used to work for, like, the New York Times, tries to solve a mystery of a daughter of a famous film director's death, and everyone thinks it's suicide, but he thinks it's something more, and he tries to dive in and try to figure out if it was, if her death was more than just suicide, and that's basically all I can say about it without giving too much away so far of what I read, and all that, so, yeah, that's basically all I can give you guys about that book, and if you're interested, then go check it out for yourself. So, yeah. Next book, I'm sure a lot of you have heard about by this point, and it's Wonder Woman, Warbringer by Leigh Bardugo. I've gotten this because I heard such good reviews about it here on YouTube, and just in general, so I haven't really heard anything bad about it, and I haven't really heard anything bad about these books so far, or anything like that, but we'll see, if they're good and all that, but yeah, I've heard a lot of good things, like I said, about Wonder Woman, Warbringer. I have Crooked Kingdom on my other bookshelf, which you can maybe see. Maybe, I don't know, you probably can't, but yeah, if I scoot like this, then you can see it, but my first bookshelf over by the window where I used to film, and stuff, and basically, I've not read Crooked Kingdom by Leigh Bardugo yet, sadly to say, because like I said, I have so many books to read. So yeah, can't wait to read it, and I know it's a Wonder Woman retelling, so yeah. The next one is Enchantment of Ravens by Margaret Rogerson. I know this was in, I believe, an unboxing month, I think either last month or the previous month before that. I know, excuse me a sec, I'm losing my voice here if I need water. I know it was like, I think an unboxing or something like that. I'm not entirely sure. I probably have to go back and look to see if it was, but I know it's about a human named Isabel who paints portraits of fair folk and hopes because the fair folk crave human craft because the fair folk can't do any sort of human craft, and so they hire Isabel to paint portraits of them because she's a really good painter where she's from. And so one day when Warwick, the fair folk, Autumn Prince, requests her to paint a portrait, she accidentally paints human sorrow in his eyes, and that kind of threatens his position as ruler to the throne and his claim to it. And so what happens is that they go on an adventure, whatever, and things happen from there. That's what I'm trying to say. Things just happen from there. And so yeah, I've started it a little bit as well. I've started a lot of books, but haven't finished, to be honest. That's the sad life of a bookworm, is that you start something and then you may or may not get back to reading it after a while. Who knows? Then you end up reading like so many other books, or you have so many books you have to read, obviously, and then you know, you can probably never get to them because you keep adding on to your book collection. But yeah. Anyway, next book I got is Mockingjay by Suzanne Collins. I finally got the third book in the Hunger Games series just because I was like, why not? It's there. I can get it. You know, I can complete that trilogy. Is what I'm trying to say. And stuff. Even though I'd never been interested in the Hunger Games, I just felt like, okay, I'm just gonna get this book just for the heck of it, you know, and change my, you know, and end up changing my mind to maybe reading this book again someday. Who knows? Yeah. The Hunger Games, I wasn't really into, but I was into Hunger Games a lot more than I was in the Divergent trilogy. I don't know, like, for whatever reason, everyone was fangirling over, you know, Hunger Games and Divergent. I mean, I wasn't really into the Hunger Games and Divergent series as much, but I was into Hunger Games, I think, a little bit more than Divergent series, if that makes sense. But yeah, I also haven't read in the Percy Jackson series. Now that I'm kind of thinking about that, but yeah, I know people are going to be commenting in the comments saying, how come you haven't read the Percy Jackson series yet? Because I know a lot of people have read the Percy Jackson series and have loved it and have, you know, all the books in the book collection and recommend, you know, people reading it. And it's like, to be honest, I just wasn't into them as a child. For whatever reason. I was never into the Percy Jackson series as a child. For whatever reason. I just wasn't into it as a kid. I just had little to no interest in reading them. I know, call me crazy. But I just was never into it. I was more into the Pendragon series. And stuff. Then the Percy Jackson series. While everyone else was getting into the Percy Jackson series and loving it, I was getting into the Pendragon series. And those were good middle grade books if you have not read them as well. So, yeah, I would definitely read the Pendragon series as well if you're interested, you know, in reading them and all that. And I hope if I find physical copies of the Pendragon series, I will get them. I would so get them, you know, and rave about how good they are. Because I still remember listening to the Pendragon series on my iPod back when I was in elementary/middle school. And listening to them, like, really late at night, too. And that, yeah, and I would so recommend reading those books, you know, listening to them, and all that. So yeah, I was gonna say something else too, but I don't forgot what it was. So yeah, that's enough about me rambling about the book series stuff. But yeah, next one is The Book Thief by Marcus Zuzak. Again, this was another book I was kind of curious in, but never really got a copy of it for whatever reason. Finally got a copy of it and stuff, so I'm really interested to see what, you know, how it's going to turn out in this book. I kind of know what it's about and everything, and all that, so I can't wait to see it. Not see it, but, like, read it. Whatever, you know. Whatever. But, anyway, next book. Next book is Indigo. I don't really know anything about this book, other than the fact it probably has to take place maybe with the sea and all that, and possibly a mermaid, because the cover. But yeah, other than that, can't really see what Indigo is about by Helen Dunmore. But yeah, Tiger Lily by Jody Lynn Anderson. This book, Tiger Lily, is a retelling of how Tiger Lily met Peter Pan, and before Wendy came, and it's kind of how Peter Pan and Tiger Lily had a relationship up until Wendy Darling and her two brothers come to Neverland, and from there it kind of just explodes, and there's a lot of action, adventure, and all that. And Tiger Lily is now faced with the option of having an uncertain future with Peter Pan and a future with a cruel man of my tribe. And yeah, it's just basically a retelling of Tiger Lily and her story and what her story is about. Because I don't think you get a lot of information about Tiger Lily within like Peter Pan stories and all that. But I really was glad when I read the synopsis for this that it was a Tiger Lily retelling, because you get a lot of like Peter Pan retellings and like Alice in Wonderland retellings and all those other retellings that you basically read about, but you never get any of like maybe the background characters, this other like sideline character stories probably as much. If the authors do decide to do that. And I just was really glad, but when I saw this, I was like, oh my god, yes, I had to get it, because it's like, I, as a child, personally, always had loved like watching the Pocahontas movie. As a kid, I was obsessed with watching Pocahontas. That was one of my many obsessions as a kid, was watching Pocahontas over and over again, other than playing with like Barbie and like Polly Pocket and Bratz and all that as a kid. And so when I saw that they were doing Tiger Lily, I was like, yes, I gotta read it, because I enjoyed Peter Pan and all that, so yeah. Then I got The Winter Rose by Jennifer Darnley, who also wrote the Water of Fire saga as well. And I did a book review of Deep Blue as well on my channel. And yeah, I can't wait to see what The Winter Rose is about. My books are piling up and I'm afraid they're going to fall over. But next one is Anne of Green Gables by L.M. Montgomery. So yeah, this book, I've heard a little bit of what's about, and I heard it's good. A bit, I heard it's good, and I kind of heard it's okay, but and stuff. And I had to get again another classic on there, because I don't really have a lot of classics, to be honest, on my bookshelves or anything like that. So I had to get another classic, and I just wanted to read it. And I really wanted to get the book after watching Anne with an E on Netflix. If you have seen it on Netflix, or if you have Netflix, then you probably know what Anne of Green Gables inspired now and stuff. So yeah, I can't wait to read it, and I can't wait to see how it compares to the TV show. So yeah. Next one I got is The Diabolic by S.J. Kincaid. I heard a little bit of what it's about and stuff, but not too much. I mean, I haven't really heard too much about it and stuff like that, so yeah. I haven't really heard too much about it except that sci-fi and all that, so yeah, I already started it, and yeah, and I'm loving it so far, so can't say too much about it, And then I got Night of Many Dreams by Gail Tuskuyama, I think that's how you pronounce it, but she also wrote Woman of the Silk as well. And this is another book that takes place in the 1940s, which I totally forgot to mention. A lot of these books that I'm either showing take place in the 1940s or modern day, or at least close to it, or in the future, or whatever. So yeah, a lot of these books that I got take place in the future, or in the universe, or whatever. So yeah, don't really know anything about this book, and I hope I enjoy it. And I just love the cover to it, too. Can we just take a moment to appreciate the cover, if you can see it right here, that there are literally, like, flowers along the side of the book here, and on the back a little bit as well, of it as well. And I just love how it's a picture of these two girls and then flowers. And I just really love that and stuff. Some of these covers are just amazing, despite how old they are, and stuff. But Yeah. Next one is Deadly Little Secret, by Lori, Farah Storliz. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but I don't really know anything about this book, to be honest. But I can't wait to see what it's about and stuff. So I don't really know too much, to nothing at all about it. So yeah, can't wait to see what it's about. And I'm hoping none of these books fall on my leg and stuff. So yeah. And then I got I'll Be There by Holly Goldberg Salone. This is about these two brothers and how one of these brothers meets a girl named Emily Bell. Yeah, Sam Border and Riddle Border meet a girl named Emily Bell, and she kind of hopes them with their family issues and all that, and from there just progresses and all that. And so, yeah, that's all I really know about it. Taking a quick look at the summary here. And I just really love this cover. I just love the cover of how it's like the night sky and it's a car and it's like, I think, and it's like two kids, on the edge of a cliff and all that and stuff. And I just really love the cover to this. And it just makes you give the idea that that it's gonna be a young adult novel, and the fact that you're gonna probably be into some emotional stuff later on the road as well. So yeah, that's all I can say about it. The next one is The Language of Flowers by Vanessa Defferberg. I think that's how you pronounce it. And it's basically about, if you didn't see it over there, just about this girl named Victoria, who all her life was in foster care and all that, I believe. And the only way she was able to connect with people is through flowers. And so she learns the language of flowers, what their different meanings are and everything, And that's, from there she kind of, I don't know, things just happen from there. And so yeah, that's all I can say about it. I don't really know too much. Again, I don't know too much about a lot of these books. So yeah. The next one is Geek Charming by Robin Palmer, who also wrote Cindy Ella. Sorry guys, I had to take a swig of water because my throat's starting to hurt. If you don't know, or if you recognize the title Geek Charming, if you watched Disney Channel back in the day, you probably recognize this was the inspiration for the movie Geek Charming on Disney Channel. And, yeah, this basically was the book that inspired the Disney Channel original movie, Geek Charming. This is basically what inspired it. And so if you haven't seen the movie, I'll give you a quick summary of what it's about. So basically, it's about Josh, who is a big fan of doing film and recording and all that, so basically he's into film. And Dylan, is basically one of the most popular kids at school. She's the most popular girl at school. And so, basically what happens when Josh ends up having to do a movie on the film, on popularity and the struggles of being popular and all that, for his documentary film that he has to enter for a contest at his school, he asked Dylan Schoenfield, to star in his film because she's the most popular girl at school. And so basically what happens is that when they end up working together, it just, from there, gets out of control, and eventually a lot of stuff happens to the both of them, and they end up liking each other. So, yeah, that's basically all I can say without spoiling too much of how it ends or anything. So, yeah. Next one is called Getting Over It by Anna Maxted. This one, I don't really know what it's about, but I just love the fact that it's a little girl diving into, like, a pool of water, whatever, and the fact that it's green and just whatever, but yeah, I can't wait to see what it's about as well. I know I'm quickly going through these, but my video is like 40 minutes long right now, so yeah, this is the longest video I've done, but like I said, I did a really super long intro and all that, and I got 28 books, so we got like 28 books, you're going to do a super long video, so, and all that, you know, so, especially when you ramble on a lot like I do, so, yeah. They got Water for Elephants by Sarah Key. This also got a movie. If you haven't seen the movie, I mean, pretty much I think flopped. I think the movie flopped, but anyway, yeah. I don't really remember what it's about. I've seen the movie, but I don't remember what it's about. But so yeah, just got it just to read the book and to remember what it's about. So yeah. Last 3 books here, guys. There's 3 more books. So there's the one I'm holding right here, Saras Key, and then 2 more books after this. So yeah, there's Saras Key by Tatiana de Rosenay. I think that's it. And this is another 1940s book, as well. And it's basically set in World War II, where Sarah and her parents are taken away by the Nazis and sent to a concentration camp. But basically what happens before that time is that she locks her brother in a cupboard so he doesn't get taken or anything. And she promises him that she'll come back and get him after, you know, she escapes and everything and all that. But then it's years later, and eventually stuff just gets it's just intertwined with that of Julia Jarmond. I'm reading back this way here. Who is a journalist investigating the roundup and all that. So from there it kind of progresses, and from there, I guess, secrets or mysteries and all that get unraveled or solved and all that. But yeah. And then I got The Help by Catherine Stockett. I've seen the movie to this, and oh my gosh, the movie was sad. Like, the movie was sad, but it was a good movie though. And I just really loved the movie, and I think we got the movie here at my house. But anyway, yeah, The Help. After seeing the movie a few years ago, I wanted to get the book, and when I saw the book there at the book sale, I had to get it. So yeah, can't wait to read it. The final book, guys, if you stuck with me after 43 minutes, I know this is extremely long. The last book is Rules of Civility by Omar Torrells, I'm not sure to pronounce it, but it's basically about this girl named Kathy. Kate. No, I'm just going to do this summary, that way it makes more sense, rather than me just trying to summarize it while looking at the summary like I did with all the other books, but here it is. It's the summary. On the last night of 1937, 25-year-old Katie Content is in a second-rate Greenwich Village jazz bar when Tinker Gray, a handsome banker, happens to sit at the neighboring table. This chance encounter and its startling consequences propel her on a year-long journey toward the upper echelons of New York society, where she will have little to rely upon other than embracing wit and her own brand of cool nerve. So yeah, that's basically what it's about. I've listened to the book years ago, on my iPod as well, and I loved it, and when I saw the book, I had to get it. So yeah, that's basically all the books I got as well. I also plan on doing a tag. I'm not sure if someone made this or not, but the tag I'm calling it is the book color tag. I haven't really made up what the rules are yet. I kind of have, but I kind of have to write them down, and I'm not sure if I want to do questions or just want to do it based upon the color of the book, but they'll probably be up soon. Who knows? And so, yeah, I've talked long enough. I've talked for almost 45, well, now 45 minutes. But yeah, 45 minutes. So, yeah, I've almost talked for an hour about 28 books, which is a lot. So, yeah, it's a lot of books to talk about, particularly if you don't rush it. Either you ramble on about stuff and you have a really long intro like I do, but yeah, that's basically all the books I'd show you, and I'll probably get up a, let's see, when was this? I'm gonna get up the book color tag soon. Be on my channel. I'm probably gonna do it later this weekend. Who knows? Maybe next week. I don't know. But either way, expect that hopefully soon if I get around to it. And I'm hoping to do it before finals. Definitely before finals, and definitely before Christmas break, because if I get books for Christmas, then yeah, I expect that. So yeah, talked long enough, so I guess I'll see you guys in the next video, and I hope you guys have a lovely weekend, and I'll see you guys next time, and hopefully in the next video. Bye, guys!